Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you are having a spectacular October so far. This page kind of morphed as I was working on it. I was just going to do this kind of pretty little kind of filler page, and in the end I decided to make it a little bit more substantial. So I've started off with some fairly non-traditional kind of Halloween colors, really to match my little potion bottle here. One of the things I've been doing in October is taking a little bit of time to kind of play, and not necessarily just in my paper crafting, but doing a few other kind of fun, silly, seasonal kind of crafts and just having a little bit of fun. And one of them was making this fun little potion bottle. So I've picked out some colors for my papers to match that. So I've got this really pale blue check behind, and I'm going to create this banner shape here with my purple stripe. So really, you saw me just trim it down. It's just slightly narrower than my photo. I trimmed a little fishtail into the bottom of it. Then I've run that through my sewing machine and just roughed up the edges with a paper distresser. So I'm really just working with what I had. I had this little purple scrap, so I'm just going to go with it. And see, this is where it changed. I was just going to stick my photo down and add a couple of embellishments and just be done with it. But I've decided that I'm going to actually add in the story about my intentions for the month and what I've been doing. So to do that, I quickly changed my mind. I matted the photo on some orange paper because I couldn't do the rest of this with the adhesive on the back of it like I had. So I'm going to turn my photo into a little pocket to hide some journaling. And to do my journaling, I'm just going to use this little craft tag, and you can see I've just trimmed it down. So it's about a quarter of an inch, a little bit larger than a quarter of an inch smaller than the photo that I've got, which is also slightly smaller. It's a little bit of an odd size, slightly smaller than a 3x4 photo. Now I'm going to grab some foam tape, and I'm not going all the way around the three edges. You can see I've just added a few bits and pieces around three sides, so I'm leaving the top of my photo clear because that's where I'm going to slip my tag in and out. It is going to be quite a way down underneath the photo though, and I still want to add an embellishment on top, so I'm going to need a way to pull that photo out. I decided to use a little piece of ribbon, and actually in my stash I had two perfectly colored purple ribbons from Rosie Studios. I've gone with the darker one just so it's got a little bit more contrast with the paper behind it. And I tried tying the ribbon on, but it was definitely too bulky. I want this to be a little bit flatter. So I'm going to rethread my ribbon just straight through from front to back. Hold it at a little kind of V so it's open, and then run that through my sewing machine. That's going to hold the ribbon in place, and you can see it gets this really nice open look to it, but without all the bulk of having that knot. Now these are the puffy stickers that I wanted to use. I just want to make sure that my tag is going to fit in there first. I'm going to use one of these little scully stickers. This are Fancy Pants Designs, and then I've only adhered it onto the top of the photo really. The rest I don't want it to be sticky because otherwise it's going to stick to my tag. So I just used my powder tool there to remove all of the stick. I don't want it tacky at all. I want to remove all of the stick on there, and then it's not going to stick to my tag, but it is going to overhang it. Now I've peeled off all of the foam tape backing. I do just want to hold the tag in place when I put the foam tape down for no reason really, just to make sure it's kind of centered and looks right. And you can see the tag slips in and out of there super easily, and so I can add my story onto there. Now because I've popped that photo up on some foam, I need to pop my little embellishment up on foam too. This is from the Simple Stories collection. It doesn't have any backing, so I've just added a little bit of foam tape onto the bottom, and the top I've used some liquid adhesive and adhered that onto my photo. Now I'm using one of these tiny word stickers. It says Wonders of a Witch, and I split that because I want to put Wonders of a Crafty Witch. I am going to need to adhere those stickers down too later because they are a little bit older, and so they're not quite as tacky as I'd like them to be. But for now I want them sat there. I don't want them to be stuck down just yet because I need to know how wide the gap is to fit in my crafty word here. Now I pulled out a few of my Citrus Twist foam alphas. I've got a bunch sitting in my October stash here. These ones are probably the least October-y themed ones of the ones that I've got, but they worked the best kind of to pull out some of the blue tones in this page. I really want to make that a little bit more of a feature, so I've used the kind of tealy colored ones. They're a little bit flatter than the usual ones, and so they kind of warp a bit easier. So I'm just going to have to shuffle them around and kind of lift them up and stick them down so they're in the right place. When they came off my ruler guide, they were a little bit warped. Now here we are adding some liquid adhesive onto those stickers. And I could have left it here, but I decided, I've got this really sparkly blue fun potion, so I'm going to add a few little gemmies off to the side here too. Got a couple of different colours. These are older ones from Rosie Studios, but the purple and the teal work perfectly in October and with this spread. So I'm going to create 3 kind of little clusters. You can see me moving them when I decide to add 3. All different colours, all different sizes, and to be honest, they were the perfect little finishing touch for this very simple page. I really loved putting this one together, and you know me, I'm not a huge journaler, but I'm pretty pleased that I managed to get a bit more of a story into this page than what I had originally intended. Hey, thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to leave a couple of videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you again really soon. Bye!